Now, the lenders of DHFL, the Committee of Creditors, met today, and what we are understanding from sources is that the meeting today was mainly for the bidders to make presentation to the lenders. Remember, 4 bids were received by the lenders on 17th of October for DHFL, and today was the day when they decided and discussed as to what each of the bids entails, what are the details of how they will get the companies back on track, and what are the conditions that bidders were also putting forth. So what we are understanding from sources is that the lenders were not really on board with the conditions that were put forth by some of the bidders. They have asked the bidders to do away with those conditions. Not just that, in fact, very importantly, the lenders have requested the bidders to come back with better offers, higher bid amounts, and they have set a fresh deadline for the bidders to submit revised bids. This deadline is going to be the 31st of October, when all these bidders are supposed to submit revised bids. So taking a look at what has already been on offer, what are these 4 bids that had come in? Now, the first bid, the highest bid rather, is from US-based Oaktree Capital, which has bid 28,000 crores for the entire book of DHFL. In that, 12,000 crore we understand is cash, while 16,000 crore is debt instruments, NCDs, etc. So basically that's the highest recovery that is coming in, which is slightly at around 30% of what the lenders owe, what DHFL owes to the lenders. The overall debt that is owed to financial creditors by DHFL stands at 87,000 crore rupees. So this is just slightly over 32% if we take the 28,000 crores amount. Now, the other bids that had come in was one from Piramal Enterprises, which was over 14,000 crore rupees. That was specifically for the retail book, and Adani Properties bid around 1,800 crore rupees for the wholesale book. Lowy was the 4th bidder, which we understand has put in the lowest bid for the wholesale book, and that is not really being looked at by lenders at this point unless they submit a revised offer, a bigger offer, and that is worth considering. At this point in time though, this is what is on offer. So what lenders are looking at is to recover at least 40% of the amount that DHFL owes to them. At this point, the highest is of course still slightly over 30% from Oaktree. If the revised offers come in, lenders will look at whether Oaktree's revised offer is giving them that 40% mark or not, or they will consider the combination of selling the retail and wholesale book to Piramal and Adani, because the lenders had said that they are okay with bidders either bidding for parts of the book or the entire company. So whatever is the better recovery, either Oaktree or a combination of Adani and Piramal, will be considered by the lenders. In fact, if you take a look at what's the reason behind this, the Adani offer being so low at around 1,800 crore rupees for the wholesale book, well, the entire portfolio of DHFL, in that the wholesale book stands at around 42,860 crores, and out of that, around over 90% of that wholesale book is a non-performing asset. So that is the NPA level in the wholesale book, while the retail book is comparatively stronger, which is why Piramal has bid slightly more for the retail book, much more than what Adani has bid for the wholesale book. So we will have to see as to how these combinations work and whether the lenders get what they want and get the 40% recovery that they are looking at. Remember, the top bidders for DHFL are first up is of course SBI with an exposure of around 7,100 crore rupees. It includes SBI Singapore. There's Bank of India with 4,125 crore rupees, Canara Bank at 3,700 crore rupees, Union Bank at 3,500 crore rupees, PNB, Bank of Baroda, and a host of other banks with slightly smaller exposures. But this is what is involved at this point in time, and bankers clearly looking for revised bids, better bids by the 31st of October.